keep to the right, keep to the right. That's it. Turn, go, 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 go. That's it. Hey guys, welcome to another video. So today we have another mock driving test. So these mock driving tests, they're obviously not the real thing, but it's the closest thing you're going to see to a real driving test. This is where learners that I've never met before turn up for me to assess their driving, and yeah, we see how they get on, and yeah, we find out if they're actually ready for their driving test or not. Yeah. If you're a learner driver and you haven't already done so, please download the Ultimate Driving course, which is my driving course, and yeah, here's a quick clip showing you what it's all about. 38 easy to understand, precise videos covering every single topic required to pass the driving test. These are not just theory based, they are practical videos demonstrating everything from moving off and stopping a vehicle to all of the maneuvers and every other module required. So if you're lacking knowledge, or maybe your instructor has forgotten to cover something, or you're just not grasping a certain topic, then this course has it covered. You can watch the videos before your driving lessons, which means you'll get into the car knowing exactly what to do. This will definitely save you time on your lessons. Before we get started, any of you that want to take part in one of these mock driving tests, which are absolutely free because you guys allow me to upload it onto YouTube, all you need to do is drop us a message on Instagram at DJN Driving. So follow us and drop us a message, and we just select people randomly. So today's learner driver is David. Yeah. So David, tell us a bit about your driving.
So yeah, pretty bad. I've had like 40 hours.
Pretty bad, you said, sorry.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Just want to make sure I heard that right. Yeah.
Just giving you a warning before I start. But yeah, I've had quite a few lessons. I don't think I'm quite ready yet, but I just want to see where I'm at.
Okay. Yeah. So what do you think is pretty bad?
I think just in general, I'm just not very coordinated with it. So. Okay.
Cool. So you know how these mock tests work. You've been watching the videos, yeah. If you do make a fault, I won't say anything when you do make one. Yeah, we'll talk about that at the end of the test. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For those of you that are watching, if David does make a fault, I will highlight it. So any serious faults will be in red text. Any normal driving faults will be in amber text. Have you covered the show me tell me questions?
I've covered a few of them.
Okay. So it's okay. Well, it's okay. Is it okay if I ask you?
Yeah, sure.
So, yeah, for those of you that don't know, you're going to get asked one tell me question at the start of the test and the show me question on the move, yeah. So the tell me question, could you tell me how you would check your headlights and taillights are working?
Well, you would turn them on, obviously, and just check if they turn on and walk around with the back if you can't see it.
That's it. Good, that'll do. All right, any questions before we start?
No.
Cool, move off whenever you're ready. Yeah, we're going to start off by following the sat nav.
Alright.
David doesn't get off to the best of starts. He moves off with good observations, but then decides to stop for an oncoming car. The braking wasn't the smoothest. When passing parked vehicles, ideally you want to leave around a meter of space. If you can't leave a meter, then go through the gaps slower. David gets quite close when passing this car.
And if you could park up anywhere safe on the left, please.
After stopping, David thinks that the engine is off, so he's trying to restart the car even though it is already on.
The car's on you.
He stopped a bit far away from the curb, so decides to move forward to get closer, but doesn't do any checks before moving.
Thank you, and move off when you're ready.
He carries out good observations before moving off and checks the right blind spot well. Now the sat-nav has instructed to keep right, but the way David changes lanes is quite dangerous. He steers to the right and changes lane without checking the mirrors. He checks the mirrors and signals after changing lanes instead of doing it beforehand. I wasn't expecting that.
Ahead, keep right.
When moving off, he brings the clutch pedal up too high, so stalls. We are turning right at these lights. There are two sets of lights, and our lights turn red. But David doesn't notice this, so I have to stop him.
Okay, stop. Stop. Okay, stop. The lights are red, yeah. Okay. You're gonna put the foot on the clutch. Got it, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So
When moving off, again he rushes off the clutch and stalls.
Turn right.
When turning right, you should position as close as you can to the center white line. David is positioned too far to the left. He also forgets to change gear and takes the turn in third gear.
Turn left.
David makes another serious fault at this uphill junction. On the approach, he doesn't put the clutch pedal fully down, so stalls. He then struggles to move off, and then tries to go when it's not safe as other vehicles are approaching. In the end, I had to take over.
Wait. Okay, I'll help you out here, yeah? You take your foot off the clutch for me. Press a bit of acceleration, please. A bit more acceleration. Okay, more acceleration. That's it. Okay, that's enough. Okay. And it's all yours now, yeah?
After 100 yards, turn right.
As we approach this right turn, it's safe to go, but David stops. He realizes as soon as he does it.
Should have gone.
Turn left.
Here David is positioned very close to the curb, which I wasn't going to mark as a serious fault, but then he gets too close to the parked car. I had to intervene.
Steer away.
turn right.
At this crossroad, David does something which is really dangerous. He starts off with a good position when waiting in the middle, but we still don't have the best view of the oncoming vehicles. So he should wait until he has a good clear view and is sure that it's safe.
Stop. It's okay, we can go now.
There is a car stopped at the side of the road. David doesn't steer away in time to overtake and gets too close. Again, I had to intervene.
Okay, steer to the right, steer.
Now this fault at the lights did catch me by surprise. David actually thought you're allowed to go once the pedestrians have crossed, even when the lights are red. Just listen to the feedback at the end of the test.
Wait. You gotta wait for the lights to change, yeah. Okay.
Here, I don't think David realizes that both sides of the road are split by the central reservation and he just stops. He may have thought there would be oncoming vehicles, I'm not sure.
On the roundabout, third exit.
This roundabout he does quite well. He could have checked the mirrors a bit more when exiting, but apart from that, all good. Now we're in a car park in which I'll ask David to do the forward bay parking manoeuvre.
Keep going forward. And if you could park on any bay on the right, please park forwards.
When starting this manoeuvre, David should have signalled right as there were other vehicles about. He's not inside the bay, so needs to readjust, and does this a few times, which isn't a major issue. The issue was with his observations, which weren't too bad, but he missed checking out of the back window before reversing. And like I've said before, many of you may find some of these serious faults quite harsh, but I have seen them given on actual driving tests to my learners.
Might be up on that side. It's very diagonal, isn't it?
you could reverse out now, please. So the front of the car's facing that way, yeah? And just drive forward, yeah. Okay, this roundabout, if you could go straight ahead, please, second exit.
On the approach to this roundabout, his observations were way too late. He has a quick glance just as he enters, and if he had noticed a vehicle approaching at that point, it would have been difficult to stop safely. When turning right, we have a choice of 2 lanes, so it's okay to stay in this left lane. David decides to move into the right hand lane, which isn't a problem, but he gets too close to the overtaking car. He should have let it fully pass before steering towards the right. Now because he has selected the right hand lane, he should stick to his lane at this turning, but instead begins to drift into the left lane. There is another vehicle there, so I had to intervene.
Okay, keep to the right, keep to the right. That's it, stay to the right here now. Stay in this lane, yeah? At the traffic lights, turn right, please.
At these lights, he makes another serious driving fault. His stopping position in the middle isn't too bad, but when he sees a safe gap, David edges forward but doesn't steer to the right, so gets too close to this vehicle in front. And when turning, he gets confused about where to turn and is about to go onto the wrong side of the road. So again, I had to step in.
Okay, steer, wait there, stop there, stop. Steer to the right. Carry on. Turning here. Turn. Go.
Now I'm going to ask him the show me question, which he can't figure out.
And if you could show me how to demiss the rear screen, please. Park up anywhere safe on the left.
Now we're back at the test centre. Let's find out if David realised how bad this actually went.
You can switch off the engine and take out the key. Okay, David, so that's the end of the test.
Yeah.
How do you think you went?
Well, I went over the speed limit quite a few times.
You went over?
Jumped a couple red lights. I was at like 33 or so when I checked once. Jumped a couple red lights in the wrong lane. Went over a curb. I don't think that's a pass.
You weren't lying when you said your driving was pretty bad. Sorry, like, but yeah, there's I think the positive thing about it is that you're aware that you need a lot of improvement. Yeah. Okay. Especially on stuff like crossroads. You know, when you're turning right at traffic lights, you have to wait for the oncoming cars. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I haven't been in that situation a lot.
Yeah.
Probably been like that like 3 times total.
Yeah, you've got to make sure like it's safe, because you're cutting across. This is one of the most dangerous things you're going to do in driving, is cut across the path of oncoming vehicles.
Yeah.
And if you're not sure, if you haven't got a good view, don't just risk it, because if say someone's coming at 40-50 miles an hour, and you just decide to take a risk, what's going to happen?
You get crashed.
Yeah, they're going to hit you head on, because they've got priority there. They're trying to get through the lights, and you're just cutting across without like being sure if it's safe or not. Yeah. If you're not safe, don't do it. Okay. So that's one of the main things. And lane changing, it's like, just make sure you're a couple of times you did it was good. Yeah. But the first time, when I think when you're following the sat nav, you're getting either you're getting a bit confused, or you're watching the sat nav for a bit longer than you need to. And then your car, like the first lane change with the sat nav saying keep right, we didn't have to change lane straight away.
No,
we should drift it to the right, and then you're like, oh, I don't think you realised you were in the right turn lane, and then
I think I was just moving to the right, but I forgot to indicate and everything, and I thought I was too early, too late. But
and then you started drifting back this way, and then blocking the crossing when you stopped. Stalling, okay, it's not a big deal, but you got to react to it better, especially when we did the hill. That's steep hill, that is quite challenging. But if you're coming for even a mock test, you should be able to handle it. It's like I said, it's not the initial stalling, it's how you react afterwards. Okay, with the maneuver, you're allowed to readjust, but as I mentioned in all the videos, before you readjust, what should you do?
Check that you're actually get out and check.
No, okay, and check. Before you readjust, always do your observations. So before you reverse, where should you look?
Blind spot.
Blind spot under the back window. How many times did you look out there?
None.
None. Okay, so it's the observations that'll mark you down there for and towards the end, the roundabouts, one of the roundabouts, when we left the car park, we came to the first roundabout, you entered it, and then you had to look to the right. Too late. Okay. And again towards the end, we had a choice of 2 lanes that both go to the right. You could have stayed in the left one, but you selected the right one. But then once you moved off, you started to drift over to the left when I held the steering and kept you to the right.
Oh yeah.
If you have a choice of 2 lanes, if you have selected the right lane, okay, keep to it. Don't drift over. Okay, lane discipline's a big thing. You've got to be very strict with your lane positioning. And if you're going to change, make sure you've checked it and you're sure it's safe. If it's not safe, just continue in your lane. Go the wrong way if you have to. But be safe. Okay, the rest of the faults you can watch back in the video. Okay, but definitely get that practice in. Like I said, main thing is you're aware that you need that practice. And then, like when you guys are learning to drive, and for those of you watching as well, anything that you're not 100% with, like obviously I know like crossroads is a big one, hills is a big one, and roundabouts. Those topics, it's okay to spend a couple of lessons on each topic. With your instructor helping you, giving the knowledge of what to do, where to stop, how to approach. Okay, so anything you feel I'm not 100% with, go out and practice more. Tell your instructor, this is what I want to practice today. Okay, because you're not at that beginner level, but like I said, you guys know most of the stuff that you feel like least confidence on. Go and practice it more. Okay, and that one other thing that I forgot to mention. So the pedestrian crossing. You stopped. The pedestrians crossed. The lights are still red, but you were about to go. What was that?
I thought if the light's red, but if there's no one waiting on the cross, you can go.
Sorry. Have you ever seen that before? What made you think that?
I don't know. I just thought you could.
Actually, the what does red light mean?
Stop.
Okay, right. So any questions?
No.
Okay, right. Glad we cleared that up. Guys, like always, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.